Hello my dear students, I am Assistant Professor Chaitanya Center and today we'll carry forward where we have left in our last class, Inclusive Lecture. We have started with Unit 1, Knowledge and Education. In that we have completed 1.1 sub-unit, that is data, information, knowledge, skill and wisdom. Today we will continue with a further sub-unit, that is 1.2 Sources of Knowledge. Let's begin. So what is knowledge? Knowledge is a justified true belief, a reasonable, valid and a rational body of understanding, which is true, which is genuine, which is authentic. And also it is being trusted, and as because it is genuine, it is factual, it is authentic, people are having confidence in it. So it becomes a belief or a conviction of that person. So knowledge is nothing but the justified true beliefs which we have in our lives. And what does knowledge do? Knowledge helps us to understand things properly, to comprehend them in our own way, to explain them as we want to analyze the situations which we encounter, to control the situation, to control our own action, and it helps to predict that what will come forth, and also it also helps us to cope up with different situations, different stresses in our life which we get in different contexts. The different sources of knowledge are: from time to time, when we born and present, each one of us has accumulated a body of knowledge. We gain knowledge through our experience every day, every breath we take. And it comes from the curiosity to learn about our environment. What is there in around us? What is there which is surrounding us? So that curiosity helps us to develop the sources of knowledge. It is the desire to improve our life through different problem solving activity. When we encounter a problem, naturally we try to solve it and improve our living. That is also acquiring knowledge or developing knowledge. For this purpose, we depend on different methods and different sources of knowledge. From wherever we can get certain understanding, we can get certain information which we can translate into knowledge, we always look forward to it. There are primarily two sources of knowledge. One is primary knowledge and the other is secondary knowledge. Primary knowledge is the knowledge which we get directly, the first-hand experiences. While doing something, when we get the experiences, that is primary knowledge. It includes historical, legal document, results, experiments, statistical data, interviews, which we are seeing through ourselves. It is empirical in nature. That means we can perceive them through our sense organs. So all those things which we can learn, we can understand, we can work on, we can imply our mind, that is primary knowledge. Secondary knowledge are mostly something which is based on primary knowledge and described, discussed, interpret the primary knowledge or analyze, evaluate that if it is working or not, if the data is proper or not. Those things are secondary knowledge which is based on primary knowledge. It's like articles, books, journals, reviews. Those are written by people and their knowledge is based mostly on different kind of studies. They describe, they discuss, they interpret own way. So it's not the first hand evidence we are getting. For that writer, it is primary knowledge, but for us, it becomes the secondary knowledge. The other sources of knowledge, reliable knowledge and unreliable knowledge. Reliable knowledge are the knowledge which are very objective in nature. There is no means of subjectivity. It is very objective to the point in nature, which can be verified, which can be proved, and that knowledge which is possible to generalize for larger audience is known as reliable knowledge. Unreliable knowledge are mostly based on the traditional beliefs, faiths, and untested generalization, which are not being tested or yet they can be tested in future. Yet they have not been tested. Those are unreliable knowledge. Verification of those knowledge is not done. So what are the other sources of knowledge? Learned authority. A human being is referred to as authority when we know that he knows more than what I know. So he becomes a learned authority, such as a teacher, a parent, the boss, or the expert or consultant in certain areas, from whom we seek advices in that expert area. Such authority can base on experience or knowledge. Either they are learned through acquiring knowledge by learning things, or they can get the knowledge by doing it, applying it by experience, or sometimes it can be both. For example, if a child is having difficulty in certain subject, they consult their teacher. He, if a child is having difficulty in math, he will not go to an English teacher, he will go to maths teacher, because he know that maths teacher, my maths teacher know maths better than me, and he can give me accurate advice. So he will go to the maths teacher. So for him, maths teacher become the learned authority for that particular subject or that particular problem. Learned authority can also be a book, dictionary, encyclopedia, journal, website, or internet. From wherever we learn something, we gather knowledge, is known as learned authority. It may be living things or non-living things. The next type of knowledge, where the source of knowledge is tradition. From tradition, we get a lot of knowledge. The knowledge or the culture which is followed by our forefathers and which is being passed on from generation to generation also encloses or has certain body of knowledge. So those are also very important source of knowledge for us. They are very long established cultures and practices for particular sources. So they become a tradition to that particular area, which using which the life can be easier in that particular context. So the example can be, we can say that in Rajasthan people build underground water storing system, and they also build the rainwater harvesting system, because there is a breadth of water. Rain is very scarce in Rajasthan. So people always have, from centuries they have developed rainwater harvesting system. So that practice which now we are implying or now we are trying to use is already being told by our forefathers. So that tradition is also a body of knowledge for us. This is also known as tenacity, which implies holding on to a perspective without consideration of any alternative. So this is tenacity means something which we hold very dear to. something which we don't want to lose at any cost. So traditions are very tenacious. We don't, as a human also, we don't want to lose our tradition in any cost, at any point. So that becomes a major point, that we don't consider any alternative for our own traditions. So it becomes a more of a belief, a very deep rooted belief, which we keep on believing without considering good and bad. It is transmitted through generation, as we know that it is developed by, or it is perceived by our forefathers, and from one generation it is passed on to the other generation. The next type of source of knowledge is experience. Our own prior personal experience to solve any problem or to understand certain phenomena is called experience. When we apply or we do something, we gain some experiences. And it is said that experience is the best teacher. So when we actually experience things, we accept it as true. We accept it as truth. So it becomes the very foundation of our belief, where we believe in a particular thing with very conviction. So experiences are the best teacher, and they are the best sources of energy. Sometimes we cannot gain direct experience for each and every thing. In that case, indirect experiences can be also valued as seen. Familiar and fundamental source of, this is the familiar and fundamental source of knowledge, the very basis of knowledge. All the knowledges, all the different sources are primarily based on or developed from the experiences which people have got throughout their lives. The next type of source is scientific method, and in scientific method we have different categories, like empiricism. Empiricism says that we understand things, we gain the knowledge, we see, we understand each and everything through our sense organ. Either we see it, we touch it, we hear it, we taste it, we smell it, or we feel it, but through our sense organs only. It is actually combination of one or more than one senses. When the results, the informations are being gathered using different sense organ, they known as empirical knowledge. Like the sound of train, we can hear it and we can see it. So the two combine together to form the sound of train, like that. So two or more sense organ, or sometimes only one sense organ, is used to gain the knowledge in this empiricism. Our senses are also enable us to compare object and phenomena and events. So the sense organs help us to compare things. Like if there is two different sugar syrup, we can tell that which sugar syrup is more sweeter. How? By using our sense organ. So we can compare objects using our sense organ. and by comparing the object to the phenomena or the event, we can develop a body of knowledge. They also provide us with the means of studying and understanding relationship between various concepts. We can understand by our sense organ, using our sense organ, how different things are linked with each other. They are into which kind of relationship. So we can understand using our sense organ. So that also comes under empiricism or empirical knowledge. The next method under scientific method is rationalism. It includes mental reflection. We reflect on our actions, we reflect on things, we reflect on events, we reflect on the processes, and we try to find out the answer. It places emphasis on ideas rather than material substances. In empiricism, it is very important that they be very physical, that we can sense them in through our sense organ. But in rationalism, we can see that those material or those ideas or those objects can be explained or understood using our mental ability. No need to touch it, feel it, and something. We can we can sense it, we can develop the idea related to that just by studying about it. So it is very, it puts emphasis on the ideas than the physical or the material substances. If we see logical interconnectedness between two or more things, we accept those things. So whenever we can relate two things, we can put two ideas together, we believe in that, we accept that. It is easy for us to accept those things in proper way if things are interconnected. So that also comes from rationalism, where the ideas are being connected from one idea to another idea, or one body of knowledge to another body of knowledge, and then we get certain kind of information related to the other object. For example, we may reason that conducive school college environment is expected to lead a better teacher performance. So always we say that student performance, or every time we focus on the student. But in the same time, when there is a good environment in the college, at that time also it leads to better performance by the teacher. So environment, this college environment leads to better teacher performance as well. Not only the development of the students, but also better performance of the teacher. So this idea can be perceived without any proper experiences. So that is rational. The next one is fideism. It implies the use of our belief, emotion, gut reaction, including religions. We can say some kind of intuition, that whatever we believe, instantly we think about something. Those when we use and we get certain understanding is developing the knowledge. We believe in God because our parent told us, though we have not sensed the God, seen or heard about him, or nor had concluded that his existence is logically proved. But still we believe him. Why? Because it is our belief, it is our emotion, it is our gut reaction. And we think that whenever things go wrong, some superpower or some power is there who is going to make everything proper. So that kind of knowledge which comes with our beliefs and our emotions is known as furious. That's all about different sources of knowledge. Thank you, and we'll meet in our next class with a new video. Thank you very much.